Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this last session, which we call a closing ceremony of Seven Digits Program. I would like to begin by saying thank you to all of you for your consistency, for your motivation, your dedication, and completing this program. Uh, Today's session is exciting because we have invited esteemed uh, speakers from ACCA family. So we will shortly be joined by Miss Ayla Majid, our council member, Umar Zahir Mir, who was one of the trainer and speaker at the Seven Digit Program as well, and ACC Pakistan MNP's chair, and Sajid Aslam. He will also be with us. But before going to those speakers, let me reiterate that kindly ask as many questions as possible, engage with our speakers and panelists, and use that question box so that I would, start asking questions on your behalf as well, or start answering your questions and queries as well. This is the end of Seven Digit Program, but definitely a start of an exciting journey, because uh, I think we need to apply all these skills uh, that we have learned over the period. So we will talk about this later as well. Before now, without wasting any single minute, I am handing it over to Harun Saab for his opening remarks, and then we'll take on the agenda. So over to you, Harun Saab.
Thank you very much, Shahid, and I hope all of you can hear me. Yes, Shahid?
I can hear you, and
Okay,
Hamid has, yeah. So
great.
everyone.
Thank you very much. Okay, so first of all, congratulations. I think it is not a small accomplishment. It is big, and it is big because all of you had made a determination that you're going to step up to the challenges that can take you that if you overcome, they can take you to the next level. I'll go bilingual, right, so as to gather as many comments as I speak, as we go along. So मैं जो जो बातें कर रहा हूँगा उसके बारे में आपके जो comments हैं, please use the questions box and write your comments down. हार्ट टू हार्ट डिस्कशन होगी, मैं कुछ आपके साथ सीक्रेट्स भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ ताकि आप लोगों को फील हो that आप लोगों की accomplishment, achievement, it is not a small one, it is a big one. So I will begin with sharing with you ये 7 digits program conceive कैसे हुआ. Like I said to you previously as well, जब हमने 6 digits program को launch किया था, कि हमारा 6 digits program जो है उसकी background ये थी that हमारी ACCA की senior management team in Lahore, we were sitting in one room with Sajid, with Usman, myself, Shahid, sitting in one room, and Sajid had put up a question कि हमारे जो members हैं उनका जनरल अर्निंग पोटेंशियल क्या है, या उनका जनरल अर्निंग लेवल क्या है. और जब हम लोगों ने आपस में कंसल्ट किया, चूंकि मेरे पास कुछ डेटा अवेलेबल भी था थ्रू सर्विस, सो एक कंक्लूजन आया कि वो अर्निंग लेवल मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द मेंबर्स का वो नहीं है जो होना चाहिए. और उसको हम डायसेक्ट करते 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 इस स्टेज पर पहुंचे कि हमने ये कहा कि हमें एक ऐसा न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शन चाहिए. आपने आई एम श्योर अगर केमिस्ट्री पढ़ी हुई है तो चेन रिएक्शन केमिस्ट्री की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म है, और इसी टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करते हुए दुनिया ने एटम बम भी बनाया, न्यूक्लियर ब्लास्ट भी हुए, हाइड्रोजन बम बनाया, एटसेट्रा. सो दुनिया में एक तहलका मचाया, या दुनिया की शक्ल शुबात चेंज करने की कोशिश की. सो देयरफॉर सजीद यूज द वर्ड, हमें एक ऐसा न्यूक्लियर रिएक्शन चाहिए कि हम अपने मेंबर्स का अर्निंग पोटेंशियल उनको रियलाइज करा सकें कि वो क्या है. ठीक है, हम अर्निंग पोटेंशियल बढ़ाने की बात नहीं कर रहे थे. We were talking about making members realize their true earning potential. तो आप हमारी जितनी भी communications हैं, starting from our pilot 6 digits program. फारूक को मैंने भी देखा है, उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है, हमारे इनिशियल 6 digits program का पार्ट थे, और भी लोग हैं जो 6 digits का पार्ट थे. From that to the first session of 6 digits, the second session of 6 digits, and now the 7 digits program. So ये पे दर पे जो हमने 3 4 प्रोग्राम्स रोल आउट किए, जो हमें इससे फीडबैक मिला वो एक्सेप्शनली गुड था. और मैं किस फीडबैक को एक्सेप्शनली गुड कह रहा हूँ? आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द फैक्ट दैट आवर मेंबर्स आफ्टर अटेंडिंग these sessions, not just attending, taking part, actively participating, after being an active participant of these sessions, उन्होंने वो कुछ करके दिखाया है जो डिजायर था. सो वो चेन रिएक्शन वो स्टार्ट हुआ. मैं कुछ अपनी यादें आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा फ्रॉम 6 digits प्रोग्राम जो पायलट रन हुआ. और फारूक, अगर आपने ज्वाइन किया हुआ तो प्लीज बेयर मी आउट एज वेल. एक दिन ऐसा था कि शदीद आंधी तूफान आया हुआ था, बारिश हो रही थी लाहौर में. ये वो सेशन था जो हम फेस टू फेस एसीसी के ऑफिस में किया करते थे, और ये सेशन 6 बजे से रात 9 बजे तक जाता था. और इसमें कोई ऑल्टरनेट डेज नहीं होते थे, ये 5 days a वीक जाता था. और उसके बाद 6 day पर हम इनको कहते थे कि आप लोगों ने फैसिलिटी यूज करनी है एसीसी की तो करें और आके काम करें. सो बारिश हो रही थी, तूफान था, पानी खड़ा था, एंड सजीद एंड आई वर थिंकिंग कि आज का शायद हमें सेशन कैंसिल करना पड़ जाए. बट लो एंड बिहोल्ड, the clock strikes 6 o'clock and we see ACCA 6 digits के participants starting to come in. एंड वो इतनी बड़ी हमारे लिए मोटिवेशन थी कि देखो, अगर हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स इतने कमिटेड हैं तो हमें इनसे ज्यादा कमिटेड होना है. तो हमने वो दिन बहुत इंजॉय किया ACCA के 6 digits प्रोग्राम में. सिमिलरली कोई एक दिन ऐसा भी आया था कि जिस दिन स्ट्राइक थी और रास्ते बंद थे, बट बिलीव यू मी, हमारे 6 digits के पार्टिसिपेंट्स उस दिन भी रास्ता ढूंढते 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 ACCA के ऑफिस पहुंच गए थे, और ये सेशन रन हुआ था, पोस्टपोन नहीं हुआ था. सो ये वो स्पिरिट है, ये वो डिटर्मिनेशन है जिसके साथ हमने देखा कि जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हमने सेट किए थे उन्होंने वो अचीव किए. तो ये सारी बैकग्राउंड थी हमारे 6 digits और 7 digits प्रोग्राम की. जब ये प्रोग्राम हमने लॉन्च कर दिए, जब इनकी एको और इनकी रोर हर जगह सुनी गई, लिंक्डइन के ऊपर लोग, people started talking about the 6 digits and 7 digits program. So the head office came back to us asking, what is this 6 digits program? Where does this come from? Which country is running it, etc. And therefore we got a chance to make a presentation to the entire member facing team of ACCA of what this 6 digits program is all about. Again, a very humbling but very proud moment कि जब हम लोग पूरी दुनिया के स्टाफ को, जो कि मेंबर्स को फेस करता है, उनको ये बता रहे थे कि हमने कैसे इस प्रोग्राम को कंसीव किया और सक्सेसफुली रन किया. तो ये इसकी कुछ बैकग्राउंड थी. अब मुझे चूंकि सिर्फ 10 मिनट मिले हुए हैं, मुझे जल्दी जल्दी करना है. तो हमारा फोकस क्या था इस प्रोग्राम के अंदर? और वो फोकस ये था कि हमने कुछ कोर बिहेवियर्स को और कुछ स्किल्स को और माइंडसेट को हाईलाइट करना है, उनको शेकअप करना है. और वो क्या थे स्किल सेट, तो हम ऑफ कोर्स जिक्र करते रहे और काफ़ी डिस्कशंस भी हुई उसके ऊपर. बट पर्टिकुलरली जिन बिहेवियर्स की हम बात कर रहे थे, हमने रिगर, फोकस, स्ट्रेचिंग योर बाउंड्रीज, स्ट्रेचिंग योर सेल्फ, नेवर टू बी बॉक्ड डाउन बाय एनी चैलेंज, हमने इन चीज़ों को लेकर हमने स्ट्रेच किया और आप लोगों को इन ऐसे एनवायरनमेंट में एक्सपोज किया कि जहाँ पर alongside your day-to-day routines, you had to come in and you know make some size significant contribution to a group of members and to conversations that were taking place. अच्छा जी, अब जो आउटकम था ना वो थोड़ा मिक्स था. और मैं मिक्स्ड क्यों कह रहा हूँ? मैं अब उन लोगों की बात नहीं कर रहा जिन्होंने एफर्ट पुट इन की, जिन्होंने सिग्निफिकेंट कंट्रीब्यूशन किया और अचीवमेंट्स लेते चले गए. मैं उन लोगों की भी बात कर रहा हूँ जो समवेयर मिडवे ड्रॉप डाउन कर गए. तो हमें मौका मिला कि हम लोग इस बिहेवियर को भी एनालाइज करें, क्या वजह है कि लोग ड्रॉप आउट कर गए इसमें से, और चंद चीजें जो उभर के सामने आई, नंबर वन वॉज कि लोग अपना कंफर्ट जोन नहीं छोड़ना चाहते। वो कहते हैं कि जिस तरह लाइफ चल रही है एक कंफर्टेबल वे में, इसी तरह चलती चली जाए। फिर कुछ लोग अपने स्केड्यूल की वजह से कि नहीं यार मेरे लिए मुश्किल हो रहा है, आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू मीट अप द एक्सपेक्टेशंस, मैं इस स्केड्यूल के ऊपर अपने आप को अपनी रूटीन से ब्रेक अवे नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। तीसरा, ड्यू टू वर्कलोड, somebody said कि जिन्हें वर्कलोड बहुत ज्यादा हो गया है, आई हैव टू पे अटेंशन टू अदर थिंग्स, सो देयरफॉर चौथा, मे बी somebody lost interest in the way as well. So ये चीजें जो थी, इन्होंने कुछ ऐसे बिहेवियर्स हाईलाइट किए जो कि इसेंशियल हैं फॉर बिकमिंग अ लीडर ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। अगर आप लीडर्स को ढूंढें तो ये वो इसेंशियल बिहेवियर्स हैं जो हर लीडर के अंदर मौजूद होते हैं। वो क्या है? सबसे पहले, अगर कोई चैलेंज आए तो उसको एक्सेप्ट करें, ठीक है, उसको सेट असाइड नहीं करें, उससे डिविएट नहीं कर जाएं, उसको एक्सेप्ट करें। पहला बिहेवियर, हमने इस बिहेवियर को उजागर किया। दूसरा था विलिंग टू लीव द कंफर्ट जोन। अगर कोई ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी आए कि आपको अपनी कंफर्ट जोन से हटना पड़ रहा है, कोई 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 नई लर्निंग करनी पड़ रही है, तो इस अपॉर्चुनिटी को ग्रैब करें, राइट, इसको लेट गो नहीं करें। तो ये एक बहुत लीडर्स की एक 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 क्वालिटी, एक बिहेवियर हाईलाइट हुआ। मैनेज टू मैनेज मोर वर्कलोड, और वो कैसे? बाय डेलीगेशन। And there are many scholarly articles where people talking about effective delegation, and this is a must for leadership positions. If you're not able to, you're bogged down with little things, you're probably not hitting the nail at its head. Prioritizing your work, right? So if you're unable to, in the list of 10 things that you have to do today, and if you can't prioritize, what needs to be done first, what needs to be done tomorrow, right? What can be delegated on, that is once again another very important quality. So ये वो चंद behaviors थे जिनको हमने through through an exposure to a tough routine. Imagine 9 to 5, you're working, 6 o'clock, you're sitting, 6 to 9 o'clock. Once again, you're listening to somebody who's asking you to continuously get involved, provide feedback, or otherwise you being shared case studies and you have to make presentations and you have to come prepared for those. Saturdays, it's the weekend, you want to enjoy life with family and other things, but hey, here's a session, there's an unmoderated session, so we must participate. Those were the challenges that a lot of people who have now today successfully, proudly graduated, completed their program, they can beat their chest by saying that yes, we did it. Okay, so ये वो attitude था, ये वो determination थी. Going forward, ACCA remains committed कि हम जितने आने वाले मेंबर्स हैं, जितने हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग मेंबर्स हैं, जो चैलेंज फील कर रहे हैं कि उन्हें अपने शेल से बाहर निकलने में मसला हो रहा है, वो जिनको जिनको जो मॉडर्न स्किल सेट, टूल सेट, माइंड सेट्स हैं जो नए इवॉल्व हो रहे हैं, जिनकी इंपॉर्टेंस हाईलाइट होती जा रही है, उनके साथ उनकी एक्वेंटेंस कैसे हो. सो ACCA and ACCA's members and ACCA's senior leadership team and ACCA's council ये डिटर्मिनेशन शो करते हैं आपके साथ, ये कमिटमेंट शो कर रहे हैं कि हम कंटिन्यूसली मेंबर्स को टेकिंग देम टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल, इसके लिए इफेक्टिवली काम करते रहेंगे. एंड दैट्स अ प्रॉमिस दैट वी वांट टू मेक टू यू. आई नो शायद लास्ट मिनट. एंड सेकेंडली, अब आप लोग जो हैं, पर्टिकुलरली 7 डिजिट्स के जो हमारे मेंबर्स हैं, आई एम सेइंग टू यू, यू आर नाउ रिक्वायर्ड टू कैरी दिस बेटन. आपने ये मशल आगे लेके चलनी है, राइट. वी विल एक्सपेक्ट कि नेक्स्ट जो 6 सेशन हमने रन करना होगा, वो सारा आप लोग रन कर रहे होंगे, राइट. आप लोगों को हम इनवाइट कर रहे होंगे कि आप लोग सामने आए और आके मिल के जो हमारे यंगर मेंबर्स हैं उनको मेंटोर करें. यही सारा कंटेंट, ये इस कंटेंट के ऊपर भी ज़्यादा एडिशंस करके हम जो अपने आने वाले मेंबर्स हैं उनको आगे लेके चल रहे होंगे. सो with that, I must say a hearty congratulations to all of you who've completed this program, who've gone through the rigor. May you all be very successful in your professional lives. May you continue to grow the way you aspire, and couple that with determination, you achieve new heights. Thank you very much, and I hand over back to Shahid.
Thank you very much, Harun Sahab. And we have already started getting several messages from our members, Harun Sahab. They are liking the program, starting from Hamidullah Khan Saab till Lena and all others. We'll definitely give some of our members opportunity to speak and share their views as well. But now, we've been joined by a very own Miss Ayla Majid. Ayla is a known figure, no need introduction, but let me quickly introduce her to all those who are engaging with Ayla for the first time. Ayla is a global council member. She's managing director at Khalid Majid Rahman Chartered Accountants. Ayla is an international speaker and policy expert, currently serving on several national and international boards. She also participated in World Economic Forum 2020 in Davos and led session on global risks. So Ayla, now I am handing it over to you. We are celebrating, the completion of our 7 digits program. I know you have seen the entire content, and I'm sure you must be congratulating all these members and at the same time sharing the amount of work you at council doing for ACCA members all across the globe, but especially in Pakistan. So over to you, Ayla.
Shahid, thank you so much. First of all, let me confirm if I'm audible.
Gigi, loud and clear.
Excellent, thank you. So hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. A huge congratulations, aap sabko bahut mubarak ho for completing this 7 digits program. You all had the opportunity to be part of this and add to your skill set, and I'm sure amongst your peers as well. Share and enhance this learning process. So it is always interesting and exciting to learn new things and then augment one's skill set. You got the opportunity. I'm sure you must be feeling really, really proud. I was very intently listening to what Harun was saying earlier, that I reckon that most of this program has been happening after normal work hours. So you've been putting a lot of extra time, hard work. But it's really actually investing in yourself, which is of course not so easy. It takes time, but I'm sure you must be feeling elated as well as proud. So congratulations to you and all who have supported to you. And I would also like to congratulate all at ACCA who have been very instrumental and who've put together this excellent program, which is something recent. And this particular cohort, I understand, for 7 digits program is the first one. So you, like Harun said, you really have to sort of take the beacon forward. It is very important that you encourage others and you show by way of your practical example, your practical experience, how much you have benefited and sort of create more opportunities for others. I will briefly share with you the role of the council and what ACCA is and how ACCA's governance structure looks like. So there is a global council which has representation of members from all over the world. It's an elected body. I was elected on the council in 2014. I started my 3rd term last year. I'm absolutely privileged and feel honored to represent members from all over the world, including members from Pakistan. Last year, I served on ACCA's first time board as well. And this is a new structure that came into implementation last year. So there is now a board which reports to the council, and the council officers are, the council is headed by council officers, the president, the deputy president, and the vice president. The participation is of the members, of course, during this entire last year or over 1 year has been, of course, virtually. And our objective and our intent is to deliberate and work on various initiatives and advise the executive team and our officer team to work for the benefit of members, looking at various areas, including the policy, the strategy, working with different stakeholders, and of course creating more and more as an outcome of all of this work, creating more and more opportunities for members all over the world, and work together with various partners and work in a collaborative manner to work on a larger objective of serving the profession, serving the community, and creating most out of everyone. So that is a little bit about a very high-level overview of the council, and I would encourage you to sort of look into this and see how the council functions. All of this information is available at ACCA website. And now that the annual general meeting also takes place virtually, so you can of course participate in it. With regards to the resource that ACCA has created, and I was looking at the curriculum or the entire program, sort of what you have gone through. This is very, very interesting, stemming from public speaking to leadership skills to various case studies to also about personal skills as well. It's a quite diverse one, but each of the topic, I must say, absolutely important. And I saw that there was some very relevant to the time topic as well, with regards to what's happening in the venture capital space, etc. I'll just very briefly share some thoughts with you, and that is with regards to the changing global and work dynamics. COVID and this lockdown has globally accelerated a lot of patterns which we knew were going to come, but nobody was ready. I would say maybe I was not ready as well, but we adopted technologies, we changed our way of working, and also sort of many other things that we changed, and the acceptance of technology really enhanced. And through the virtual means, we are now able to connect like we are doing really at the moment. This has really sort of shortened the distances and created even more proximity and more learning opportunities for everyone. I was looking at a data set by Forbes, which said that in 2019, about 20% of people, they left their jobs because they felt that the learning opportunities were not enough. And when we look at that through the virtual means, a lot of people during this lockdown, they use this opportunity to learn more and more and augment to this skill set. Because given the changing dynamics, one really needs to invest in oneself and be always relevant. ACC also produces some remarkable resource in addition to this great program that you have been part of. And I would encourage you to read these various reports and be in touch with the body so that you can benefit from various initiatives, including learnings, webinars, toolkits, etc. Many of those. You may have come across ACCA's 7 quotients, and that also talks about many different attributes. Those are very important as well. I would say that apply those in your work life. Also, be very, very mindful of various stakeholders in the work that you do. And I often quote this, that in whatever we do, planet is a very important stakeholder. So you as finance professionals, you can really contribute in this space and make a real difference through your work and make a larger contribution to the planet. What we've seen during this pandemic as well is that why this the whole thing unveiled was because of, I mean, one of the things that is being said is that because human beings have not been very kind to nature. And there are and because of disturbance of nature, a lot of diseases and a lot of sort of these various viruses, they sort of come out, and then one needs to sort of deal with it. If we have a long-term mindset, with a view that the way we live our lives, we are not destroying any resources, we are being mindful of creating a healthy environment around us, not only around us, saving the planet for the future generations as well. Eventually, everybody will benefit in terms of their health, in terms of their well-being. And of course, with physical well-being, mental well-being is very important. And that leads me to my next point. In your career, be very mindful of work-life balance and looking after your mental health. I know earlier Harun mentioned a little bit about putting in extra hours, which of course one needs to do. At the same time, do not overburn yourself. Try to minimize that. And I would also like to touch upon another point that Harun mentioned with regards to prioritizing in your lives. That is extremely important, because at times your day will be like that. When you come at your desk, there'll be 10 things that will come up you probably had not expected. You need to calibrate yourself so that you are able to immediately prioritize, do a mental exercise, which will of course come with practice and experience, and that will really help you to deliver your work and do your job in a more efficient manner, and also sort of put you at ease and put you in, when you know that things are in control, you are really feeling good, and this is one of the leadership qualities that you're really in command. Also with regards to sort of various interests, if you have, or if you wish to sort of expand your knowledge base, read and research on various areas of business, different sectors, different developments, innovations, and that will really open your mind. And one additional thing that will provide you is cross-sectoral learnings, which is also about then thinking out of the box. So gone are the days when a person working in one particular sector would spend his or her life in that sector. Now diversity of the thought process is really being celebrated. So if you have a diverse interest, and if you're working in a particular organization, you will have greater chance of working, and you will in perhaps many different industries, many different jurisdictions. If you are able to sort of compete with the rest of the people, rest of the professionals. And not only compete, you can collaborate as well. And that is another point that I would really like to emphasize on. Collaboration is extremely important. Nobody in the world can work alone, or even innovate alone. All the great inventions throughout the lifetime have had contributions by several people, or by several people who have created ecosystems for individuals to do well and to create and to innovate. So be supportive to your colleagues and others around you, and seek help from them as well. Oftentimes, a lot of people don't like to seek help because they feel that they are showing their vulnerability. I think it is important to reach out to people and seek help. That also really builds trust. And I see Shahid has put on his camera, which is probably a signal that I am sort of my time has almost finished. So yeah, just a few things. These thought process, these thoughts that I wanted to share. Invest in continuous learning. That's something that I believe in and I practice as well. it's really nice to sort of learn about new skill sets. There is never enough. The human mind is really a muscle. The more you expand it, the more you will benefit it. And at the same time, I will say that, of course, be mindful of the overload of information that is out there, and oftentimes it's so difficult to sort of go through tons of information that comes our way. Choose wisely, and when you do, then you'll be absorbing and you'll be learning from good content. There is host of content available out there, but it is for you what you sort of what you allow to come in your way. So with that, I would say my sincere best wishes to all of you for completing this program, and huge congratulations, and all the best with your career in whatever you're doing. And if as an outcome of this program you are planning to sort of make certain career moves, my very best wishes for that too. Thank you so much. Over to you, Shahid.
Thank you very much, Ayla. Thank you very much for taking time out and sharing your views. Rightly and nicely mentioned that human mind is a muscle, and this program was all about building capacity and mindset and skill set and tool set. So thank you very much for your time. Before you leave, there are a couple of members who want to share their views or probably want to share their feedback. So Hamad, I've already unmuted you, so you can unmute yourself, quickly introduce, and then ask question or share any comments. Over to you, Hamad.
Thank you, Shahid. My name is Ahmad Anis. I think I'm the participant, one of the participant, Ayla. It's really pleasing. I do have all the praises to share. I'd like to thank ACCA for having, building up such a content. And it's good to hear from Ayla. We're following you. We're following you. We feel proud that you represent ACCA all across the globe and to us as well. There are a couple of points I would like to highlight. I think in any form of learning, whether be it classroom or these days there's a new concept of VUCA learning that most of the trainers offer. It's very important that we implement what we learn. So I think one of the key takeaways which I took for me is the action plan. How am I going to implement whatever I learned? And I think that is the key. So one of the suggestion I would also like to put through here is some sort of a follow up on this, that we as members, I know it should be driven from us, but where ACCA can help us is just to make sure that our implementation is correct. So I think I have all the praises. I thank all the participants. It was Ramadan as well in between, and there were a lot of dedication from a lot of the members and a lot of good inputs that helps us learning. Thanks you, Shahid. Thank you, Harun. And thanks everybody. So looking forward for more sessions like this.
Thank you, Hamad. If I can just, Shahid, just very briefly, a few seconds, respond to Hamad.
Yeah.
Hamad, you've raised a very important point with regards to the learning. My suggestion would be, please do stay connected with ACCA, and through your learning, what you've learned and what you will be experiencing, please contribute. That's another way of sort of giving as well. And I think when we share our experiences, it's actually learning happening at the same time. So thank you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Ayla. Yeah. I think just a closing note. I'm part of the entrepreneurship committee as well, so we'll try my really best to give it back to the community as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hamad. And I think you're driving as well, so drive. You should be safe. Thank you very much, Ayla, for taking time out. We are now moving to a next speaker. We have joined by a very own Stuart Dunlop, Regional Director, MISA. Stuart, we are celebrating the completion of 7 Digits program. So I hope you would also like to share your congratulations, and at the same time, ACCA's commitment towards its members for their well-being, for their growth. So over to you, Stuart.
Yeah, hi, Shahid, and welcome everyone. Well, first of all, I think I wanted to congratulate everyone on this achievement. I think looking at the program the team have put together for you in terms of you know, some of the skills that you've acquired, I think these are without doubt. Just bear with me a minute, guys. Beg your pardon. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to congratulate everyone on the program, and without doubt, you know, there's some very useful skills in the employment market that I'm sure that you've had the opportunity to acquire. I suppose one thing I would like to share is that, you know, Pakistan, you know, very, very important market for ACCA, and our members are obviously, you know, right at the heart of all of that. And we do, you know, we do find that our members have very specific needs. You know, I get the opportunity to talk to members from all around the world, and of course, employability is always an important issue. But for our members in Pakistan, it's become particularly important, and not just employability, you know, earning potential. And I know that Haroon and Sajid and the team have really built this program to try and support our members in maximizing their earning potential. And it's not something we do, you know, across the world in every ACCA office. I think it's something that the team has spent a huge amount of time and effort in conceiving, designing, and delivering. And so, you know, I'd like to salute my own team, but also recognize that, you know, this is really exceptional value that we're trying to deliver our membership there. And of course, ultimately, we hope that not only will it deliver for you, but it will also deliver for ACCA and our brand in Pakistan and indeed globally, because these skills and capabilities are things that, you know, you will take on your career, throughout your career, wherever your professional life takes you. You know, one of the things I know that we have focused in on the program are a lot of the, you know, I'm not sure I like that term, soft skills, but, you know, those skills that are very much associated with you need really for leadership, whether it's, you know, public speaking, networking, commercial acumen, understanding, you know, when you're in that commercial environment and you do need to, you know, understand when to close a particular situation. So I really hope presentation skills, you know, the number of times, you know, in my career at ACCA where, you know, you've come across people who are very talented, but, you know, their ability to get their point across and empathize with the audience has not necessarily been where they wanted to be. So I know that the program has striven to deliver a lot of these capabilities, and I do hope that you've found that valuable and you feel that you have learned through it. I do just want to sort of finally touch on sort of the broader picture really, which is the team may well have touched a little bit on, you know, ACCA's commitment to, you know, the Sustainable Development Goals, and I think this is, you know, it's your professional body, and I think it's a very laudable aspiration. And of course, it's not something the organisation does; it's something you, as our membership, represent. And that development to learning, and that development to sustainable development, those different goals, I think is, you know, it's really important for all of us to feel part of that, simply because a lot of those imperatives are just so vital in the commercial world today. So I do hope that you've found the program useful. I hope you've had an opportunity to feedback to Shahid and the rest of the team in terms of where you have got most value and where we can possibly looking to the future to amplify some of the components that you found most useful. And that's really, Shahid, all I wanted to say. I hope that's what you were looking for.
Thank you very much, Stuart, for your time. And I think there are a couple of members who wants to speak with you as well. I'm not sure if they have questions or if they want to share feedback only. So I am unmuting you one by one, Alina and Shahid. So you can now unmute yourself and talk to us. So hang on. So Alina, we are going alphabetically. So I've unmuted yourself. You can unmute and talk.
Hi, everyone. Great to see you, Stuart. Thank you so much for joining us today in our closing ceremony. This is Alina Karim here. I work full-time at Scan School of Accountancy, and I'm the co-founder of my own social enterprise in which we use SDGs as a guiding light. So your reference that you made to it, that is so close to my heart. Overall, I want to thank you and the whole team of ACCA for very well conducted and insightful sessions. For me, and I think on behalf of a lot of different members, I can definitely say that it gave us perspective and growth mindset. So through the overall holistic approach, which was used, focusing on not just working professionals, but also entrepreneurs, with focus on skill, self-awareness, motivation, professional behavior, resilience. So it pretty much covered everything. So it has definitely made us realize our potential. And I think for us, it's not the end of the journey today, rather it's the beginning of a new one. So I think now it's on us. Thank you so much to the whole team. Thank you.
Thanks, Alina. That's really, yeah, it's very positive and very good to hear that. And yeah, I'm sure we'll be keeping in touch. I hope so. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And rightly pointed out, Alina, this is, beginning of a special time because we now have to apply all these learning and skills. So over to you, Shahid. I've unmuted you. I hope you can unmute and talk to us.
Yeah, I have unmuted myself. Am I audible?
Yes, Shahid.
First of all, I would like to thank ACCA Pakistan to make this event happen. It was a wonderful session, and I would like to thank Stuart, Shahid, yourself, Harun Sahab, and all the participants, Alia, to share your wonderful feedback. I would like to share my the key takeaways that I have taken from this session. And I would like to also share my personal experience that I learned and I was looking for before this session was because as the name suggests that the 7 digits program to identify the earning potential of this. So it's a mindset. It's not a degree. It's not our time that takes us to that level to show and to make the money. It's the mindset, and ACC has reinstated that by making this program happen. Right, as Harun Saab rightly said that we need to break our comfort zone if we want to grow, because if growth does not happen in our comfort zone, so if we want to grow, we'll have to break our comfort zone, because it's a very well-known saying that everybody wants to go to heaven but nobody wants to die, right? So we need to sacrifice, we need to do difficult things if we want to grow, if we want to achieve that level, and ACC has reinstated that perspective in the members, right? So now it is our responsibility to after attending this session, to share our learnings with the new members, to teach them, because it is our responsibility to send the elevator back. If we reach on the top, then it is our responsibility to send the elevator back to the juniors, to the new members. So I'm very I'm very interested to work with ACCA Pakistan. so that I can share my learnings with the new members. I can tell them, I can teach them whatever I have learned. So this is what all I want to say about this, the whole session.
Thank you, Shahid, and I love the expression, send the elevator back. It's one of the things we recognise, I think, within ACCA is that it's an unusual family in that, we have this unique global reach, and in that sense, you're very much part of a community of what are we now, 250,000 members dotted all around the world, and that's a wonderful thing to be in a position to be a member of. But equally, we know that, in every market, we face different challenges and have different opportunities. And, it's so important that our members within those markets look after one another because they are the brand. And, I think those young members coming through, just because they're young, we've all been in that position. We're starting our career. It's difficult when you're starting a career. You need a bit of luck and a bit of guidance. And I think whatever our members in Pakistan, whatever time they can afford, I think, to bring on those younger members, it's really, really important for your own brand and for your own membership body. But thank you very much for the positive feedback, and I'm sure the guys really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shahid. Thank you very much, Stuart, for your time. We have a couple of other speakers who will be speaking shortly, so you can stay if you have time and see the proceedings. But thank you very much for taking time out, Stuart.
Yeah, I'll duck out. It's nice. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Stuart. So thank you for your questions, members. And we now have joined by MNP chair of ACCA Pakistan. Trust me, he doesn't need any introduction, but allow me, Umar, give me one more minute to introduce you in my words. So Umar is a true ambassador of ACCA Pakistan. I see him carrying ACCA flag and representing ACCA in various national and international forums, in news channels, in leading public sector organizations. So in other words, Umar is a true ambassador of ACCA Pakistan, currently MNP chair. He is Global Tax Forum and International Assembly member. He sits on editorial board, policy insight board of ACCA, and managing partner of MLCC, which is a pioneer and ACCA legal practicing firm. And on top of that, he is dear friend. So Umar, over to you. I hope you would also like to congratulate all these members on their accomplishments, and definitely would want to share the wonderful work under your leadership MNP is doing for its members in Pakistan. So over to you.
Thank you, Shahid Bhai, for the kind introduction. And first of all, I would like to congratulate you and the entire ACCA team, Haroon, Sajid, everyone involved in the process which made this program happen. It becomes tougher to speak after such dignified and learned speakers, as they cover many of the things, but I'll try to make worth of your time by sharing some insights and things that haven't been covered by my learned fellows. So first things first, I joined when Haroon was speaking, and he was sharing a bit of history. I would also like to begin there. I don't know whether Haroon already shared it or not, but 7 digits is basically a child of 6 digits. So how this journey started was that few years back, the MNP, as usual, was discussing various initiatives to improve things for our members, to enhance the brand recognition, to fill up any skill gaps, etc. And while we were discussing different options, sections in terms of accumulating certain areas like upcoming technologies, softer skills within the curriculum, etc. We stumble upon the idea that why don't we focus on these kind of programs outside the curriculum? I mean, ACCA has a brilliant system within where we do provide the feedback. The council then takes it on board, and there is an entire mechanism how the curriculum is updated. And that's from where 6-digit was conceived. But I must give credit to the entire team, especially Sajid, who really took it upon himself. And the first session of 6-digit was a huge, huge success. I remember myself and other MNP members were involved. I did quite a few sessions in the first 6-digit program, and it was such a massive success that it was recognized at the global level. I remember when at the beginning, just before the advent of COVID, or just about that time, when it was more than a year ago, certainly, when our CEO joined us online, and she also took feedback about the program and really appreciated this initiative. And the next stage was definitely to expand the reach. So what we did was we decided to really open up the 6-digit program, and we ended up having over 1,100 participants shortlisted. This is not the number of applicants, but the number of participants we had in the second edition of 6-digit. Needless to say, then there was certainly the thought process that, okay, now we are catering for the 6-digit with the aim that our members will have this top up for any skill gaps, be it softer skills or confidence or presentations. And that's good so far. How about senior members who are already within the 6-digit and perhaps are looking for a little help, a gentle push, for a guiding light, for networking to go into the 7-digit range? That's when the 7-digit program was conceived. I'm honored to have contributed within this program personally and as part of the team too. And I must really congratulate the entire ACCA team once again, who organized this on a short notice. But the real VIPs of today are you guys, the participants who completed the program. Some of the speakers I recognized. We had Alina, who is a member of our subcommittee. We have Shahid, who is always very energetic and supportive in our events and ACCA initiatives. We have Hamid, who I know from a few years back when he served on the taxation subcommittee with me as well. So it's good to see the kind of reach that we have. We have senior people joining the program. We have people from academia. We have people from business sectors, public sector, professional working in various corporates, multinational, and even from practice as well, which is really wonderful. In terms of the content, it's already been discussed and rightly highlighted by my senior speakers before me, and I can specifically recall even Stuart making a reference to all these different areas where not only the softer skills were covered, but also the technical areas. So we had a taxation session as well, as we normally identify that's a area, a skill gap area where we need to top up within Pakistan in terms of our professional. Because look, ACCA really polishes you up. It's a world-class qualification. Now there can be only so many things which can be done, push you forward. However, as Harun also shared, and I think Ayla also mentioned, that we need to constantly keep on learning. The learning never stops. In fact, modern day theory about learning is not just learning, but if you take it from me, it's about learning, unlearning, and relearning. Because the change is the only constant. It has always been. The speed of change has really shifted. And if the COVID-19 global crisis has showed us anything, it's that there's only one certainty in present day era, and that is uncertainty. The only ones who will succeed are the ones who are good at adapting to the change. So be ready mentally, be prepared to invest time in learning, but also be prepared to have an open mind and unlearn what you have learned. Adopt the new technologies, the upcoming disruptive notions, disruptive technologies coming, embrace them. make them a part of your system, processes, procedures, learn about them. And that's the only way that you can continue to keep on generating value. And believe me, till you are generating value, you will be at top. Going further from here, this session, in addition to grooming you to be in the 7-digit clubs and really polishing up your software and technical skills, as well as giving you insights into latest softwares and technical grip on the areas such as Power BI, or even dealing with the commercial acumen, sales pitch, or insight into the venture capital, also provide you one very unique opportunity, and which is very precious, certainly not less precious than any of the other areas, and that is networking. As they say, your network is your net worth. If I was you, I would try to reach out to as many people as possible, try to build a relationship with them, at least the like-minded people, and capitalize on this relationship. Because like Stuart also said, remember, the more you network, the more you support each other, the stronger you grow. ACCA is our association. It's a members body. So we really have to embrace and own it up, which brings me to my next point, which is about giving back selflessly. I shared with you how all these initiatives 6 and 7 digit started, and these are not the only initiative. Believe me, there have been a lot of work going on behind the scenes and in front of the scenes as well. So how is this happening? It's members like you, ourselves, other volunteers, working together with the ACCA officials, selflessly giving back with this particular thought that we were once where someone else might be today. And it's not just a way of giving back to the society, but you are giving back to the profession and strengthening your alma mater as well. All the while, without your intention being that, additional benefits accruing to you indirectly, because when your network, your association is stronger, you are ultimately stronger. And implement all that you have learned with an open mind. Be prepared to unlearn and some of the things, because one size does not fit all. There might be things that you learn which you might like to immediately implement, but that might not be possible depending on your organization. So learn to have the patience. Also learn to be more creative. You might have to slightly maneuver what you have learned to make it more adaptable in your organization's culture. So in short, I think 7 digits is a really, really cutting edge program. It's unlike any in my knowledge that has been offered by any professional accounting body, certainly in Pakistan. And it's been some real top quality stuff with some of the best speakers lining up and contributing. The ACCA MNP is really glad that this happened, and we are sure that we'll continue to have more such sessions and more such initiatives coming forward towards you. And in the last, but certainly not the least, I would like to once again extend my heartily felicitations to all the participants for the successful completion of this program, and the entire ACCA team which made this program happen, especially Sajid, Harun, Shahid, and a special call out to Ayla as well. Last but not the least, please do share about this program, create a lot of noise, let people know. Whenever we have an issue or a problem, we do go on social media and talk about it. But unfortunately, when good things are happen, we normally take it for granted that who needs to talk about it. This culture needs to change. Please talk about this too, so other people also get motivated. Thank you very much. And the appearance of Shahid is obviously an ultimatum, and you can never say no to Shahid, and when especially he's a friend too. Thank you, Shahid. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Umar, for sharing your thoughts and views. Don't go anywhere, because we are expecting a couple of questions or feedback or comments from our members. So I have unmuted you, Maria. You requested you wanted to speak, so you can unmute yourself and share your feedback or ask any question from any one of us. So over to you, Maria.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Good evening to all. And thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Firstly, it has been a privilege attending this amazing program and such a thought-provoking, great sessions. And thank you very much, each and every one of you. Even I would like to, obviously, I would not take much time, but special thanks to ACCA Pakistan. Just not today, but they have been doing so much since the beginning. This is part of our culture that we do complain, but this time I'm so glad to hear the appreciations from everyone. So please embrace. Everything is changing. Please embrace. And everyone who's being participant, please come up with new initiatives. ACCA Pakistan is always there to support us. So please be positive for everything. And everyone, you can see that we are attending. So I literally advocate each and single initiative by ACCA Pakistan, and especially to Sir Harun, Sir Sajid, who gave this precious time, and for such big sessions that we attended, the takeaways, and Sir Umar, especially to MNP. Not only these initiatives, but I'm also taking this opportunity to thank them for the groups, for other initiatives, or other sessions also, and the exclusive sessions, including Power BI and the one resilience and other sessions also by Dr. Saab. The last one was great one to attend. So letting these people be a part of our is also, and meeting them and listening to others, it's also one of the great things that you must admire. And I'm really thankful and grateful to each one of you to give me this opportunity and platform to have such an immense learning. And inshallah, take this ahead, and will inshallah prove myself metal that these sessions do help us a lot. This is not only to just earn CPDs, but these are the ones that have took me to this to the level I'm serving, and inshallah more ahead. And every one of you, best wishes to everyone. And sir, please come up with amazing initiatives like this. We are all looking forward to. And Stuart John Gobb was also with us, so hi to him. And he must have left, but it's literally great thing to admire. And I would look forward to further sessions, and I also would love to advocate further for our causes. So ACCA Pakistan, best efforts, mashallah. And thank you very much, each and everyone. Thank you, Ayla ma'am, for your insights, and every one of you for giving your precious time, especially Shahid, who has been literally tolerating our comments and everything, and every single time we have been popping up with our questions and comments. Please try to take us with this, take our question and everything. So thank you very much for including my questions also, Shahid, and for your cooperation. And thank you everyone for the coordination. And there's no question today, only appreciation. Thank you very much, sir. Big round of applause to the team. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mariam, for these generous words. And trust me, we also learn a lot. So it's you are also reciprocating the same. So we get to learn a lot from young members like yourself and all others. So before I hand it over to Sajid, Umar, last question for you. I'm sure you must have seen that in the question box from Umar Tarar. He's driving and that's why he can't speak. But he's saying the weakest area is the networking. So probably people don't know about the program. By people, I mean members don't know about this program, or maybe they are unable to prioritize. Any piece of advice or suggestion you want to give to these members, or all those who are not even listening? So how can we improve that?
Thank you, Shahid Bhai. I think this is a very relevant question, and as you would also remember, this is a discussion we keep on having for almost a decade now. And I think our members now are very lucky with the advent of social media, LinkedIn, Twitter. It has become so much easier to connect with members. But more importantly, these events, these ACCA events, the kind of relationship, professional relationship, the opportunity to get to know each other that you get on these avenues is phenomenal. And COVID-19 really speeded up the adoption of technology. So the quality and quantity of interactions has really increased. So what I would suggest, number one, is to attend these programs. So no matter how good a tool is, if you are not going to use it, nothing will happen. And that's not the problem with the tool. That's because you are not using it. So do attend these programs by ACCA. Try to connect with the other members whenever you have the networking session, whenever you have the opportunity. Later on, try to connect with them on the social media, but be careful, do not invade anyone's privacy. Obviously, if they allow you to connect, then only connect, because we do have GDPR regulations to take care of that. And hopefully once COVID is over, we had this discussion that we were planning to go into physical events, networking events, and Shahid, being the head of the business development, I'm sure is really looking forward to that time. So just try to network on the opportunities that are presented to you, utilize the social media options that you have, keep the connections that you make, and try to multiply. Over to you, Shahid.
Thank you very much, Omar, for your time. Thank you very much for sharing your views and answering all questions. So with your permission, now I'm moving to the last speaker, who is the man and brain behind, thank you very much, Omar, the 7 Digits program. Before handing it over to him, let me say a few things. Although boss praising is strictly prohibited and considered as a sin in ACCA, but trust me, when since he cannot stop me at this point in time, because I am speaking and he can't unmute you, trust me, I think I have never come across such a brave individual or chief executive ever in my life, or I've been engaging with other organizations as well. So a person who is spending his personal time on something which is not part of any plan. So he came up with 6 digit. He is now executing that 7 digit, and I have full fear and confidence that 8 and 9 digit will be coming soon and very shortly. So thank you very much, Sajid, for everything. Now I'm handing it over to you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shahid. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening. Anybody remember some of the habits and routine we decided in a very initial session? Anybody who can remind us? Okay, so love yourself. That's the first thing. I love me. That's a starting point every day, every morning. And second part, we have to review how we have made progress today and how we're going to make progress tomorrow. So accountability, the self-accountability, and really measuring कि हमने आज क्या किया है and what's the new thing which we are bringing to the table to ourselves. हमने अपनी development में क्या किया. I think 7 digit, and I want to remind you that it's not just a training program. We don't want to treat it as a training program. It should be a stepping stone and creating that aspiration that you should be looking at a 1 million rupees or a 7 digit income per month. So be very, very clear. That's a very bold move from ACCA perspective. कोई accounting body आगे बढ़े. Most of the time जब आप किसी education institute में बात करते हैं या accounting bodies में specifically बात करते हैं, तो उनका role होता है enablement का, employability की training, development, content, right? Creating those networking opportunity जहाँ पे आप अपने आप को आगे लेके चल सके. But going out and making that bold suggestion that there has to be a certain very specific target, and we are very confident that our member can achieve that, और हमें employer से भी जो feedback मिलता है वो हमारा confidence उससे ज़्यादा double कर देता है कि ऐसी opportunities market में exist करती हैं. और हमने जो last 2019 में salary survey किया था, और अभी एक दोबारा आ रहा होगा salary survey, because every 2 years we conduct that, हमारे लिए सबसे अच्छी चीज जो थी उसमें वो ये थी कि there are 5% people who are under 30 with less than 6-7 year experience in total, including the training side of it. Put everything together, they are earning somewhere 750 to 1 million rupees. So that 5-6-7% of the membership base has already achieved it. If a small number of membership has achieved it under 30 years of age, you have to keep in mind our average age of membership is 29, compared to most of the membership age in UK is close to 40 plus, right? So that's a significant difference in terms of where our members are right now in terms of their career journey. So अगर वो members achieve कर सकते हैं तो बाकी क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Where is the difference? दूसरी चीज जो उसमें एक हाईलाइट हुई थी कि देयर इज अ सिग्निफिकेंट नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स जिन्होंने अपने स्टाइपेंड के प्रोग्रेशन को चेंज नहीं किया, और ये हमारे लिए काफी ज्यादा एक मुश्किल कन्वर्सेशन होती है जहां पे हमें वापस जाके बताना पड़ता है कि देयर इज अ स्टाइपेंड एंड देयर इज अ सैलरी. स्टाइपेंड ट्रेनीज के लिए होता है, एंड वंस योर 36 months ट्रेनिंग इज ओवर you have to negotiate a salary, and salary और stipend में 10% का फर्क नहीं हो सकता. इस सारी कन्वर्सेशन का जो अच्छा पार्ट था वो ये था कि लास्ट 2-3 years में average stipend, and average is not a very good reflection, so average stipend 22,000 से 32,000 पे चला गया. So people have started talking about the stipend, employers start recognizing that कि अगर हमें ये talent retain करना है तो they have to pay wow, but इसकी जो range है वो 0 से लेके 125,000 तक है for student base. But at the same time we see a member base as well जो शायद under 60 under 70 ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, and that's why in 2019 ये 6 digit का प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट हुआ था जब employers was saying कि new member के लिए they are totally willing and okay to provide 100,000 as a starting salary, but they need the member to reflect a certain competencies. And that's where that 6 digit जो अभी MNP उमर बात कर रहे थे कि MNP की जो डिस्कशन थी वो इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट से शुरू हुई थी कि why if the employers are willing, so what is the missing link? And I'll go very very candid. So we try to figure out कि missing link आ कहाँ पे रहा है, क्यों ये चीज मिसिंग आ रही है. अगर एम्प्लॉयर विलिंग है, हमने अपना कॉम्पिटेंसी फ्रेमवर्क देखा, हमने अपनी क्वालिफिकेशन को देखा, उसको इवैल्यूएट किया, तो व्हाई देयर इज अ मिसिंग लिंक. अगर एम्प्लॉयर उसको वैल्यू कर रहे हैं तो मेंबर्स व्हाई दे आर नॉट अचीविंग इट. एंड वी फिगर आउट कि बहुत से लोग जो ट्रेनिंग में होते हैं, समहाउ अगेन वही कंफ्यूजन कि वो ट्रेनिंग है कि जॉब है, स्टाइपेंड है कि सैलरी है, उस कंफ्यूजन में वो अपने परफॉर्मेंस ऑब्जेक्टिव उस तरह अचीव नहीं करते जिस तरह उन्हें करना चाहिए, और दैट्स क्रिएटेड डेफिशिएंसी. और जब वो एक एम्प्लॉयर के सामने जाके बैठ जाते हैं तो वो भूल जाते हैं कि एम्प्लॉयर के पास ACCA का कॉम्पिटेंसी फ्रेमवर्क और एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करती है, और जब वो आपको उस पर इवैल्यूएट करते हैं और आप उसको कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाते या मीट नहीं कर पाते तो वहां से चैलेंज शुरू हो जाता है ब्रांड के लिए. ये था 6 डिजिट की हिस्ट्री एंड स्टोरी. 7 digit was a aspiration क्योंकि अगर हमारे पास 5% 7% टॉप मेंबर्स जो हैं वो 700,000 प्लस और 1 मिलियन के करीब अंडर एज ऑफ 30 ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, तो why there is not a significant members who are aspiring that. और बहुत दफा जब हमने मेंबर से कन्वर्सेशन की तो it's not that they don't have a competency or they don't have an opportunity, it's just that they never thought about it. समटाइम वो हल्का सा जो नच होता है ना कि गाइस ये एग्जिस्ट करता है. अभी कल मैं एक सैलरी सर्वे देख रहा था पाकिस्तान के हवाले से, वी आर स्टिल वर्किंग ऑन आवर ACCA के सैलरी सर्वे पे, तो हमने पाकिस्तान लेवल के कुछ सैलरी का डाटा कलेक्ट किया और वहां पे बिलीव मी आई गॉट द सैलरीज व्हिच आर रेंजिंग समवेयर लाइक 4 million plus a month, और वो फाइनेंस की सैलरीज में भी हमें वो रिफ्लेक्शन नजर आ रही है. सो ये सैलरीज यहाँ पे या इनकम लेवल एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. इट्स जस्ट दैट आर वी रियली विलिंग टू थिंक दैट बोल्ड, क्या हम उस चीज को सोचना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि सोचने के बाद दूसरी चीज ये होगी कि हम उसे एस्पायर करेंगे, और एस्पायर करने के बाद जैसे हमारे कॉलीग ने बड़ी अच्छी बात की थी एक पार्टिसिपेंट ने कि उसके बाद सेक्रीफाइस चाहिए होगा, फिर जन्नत में जाने के लिए मरना तो पड़ता है, फिर मेहनत तो करनी पड़ती है, फिर चेंजेस तो लानी पड़ती हैं, आपकी हैबिट चेंज होंगी, रूटीन चेंज होगी और आपकी प्रोग्रेस चेंज होगी और उस प्रोग्रेस की स्पीड भी चेंज होगी. सो अगर हम इन सारी चीजों को देखें तो एस्पिरेशन इज द फर्स्ट थिंग व्हिच यू शुड हैव. इफ यू एस्पायर दैट, अगर आपने एक गोल सेट किया है तो आपने अपनी करंट रियलिटीज देखनी है कि आप किस रियलिटीज पे ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, आज आप कहाँ खड़े हैं और आपके पास ऑप्शंस क्या हैं, कहाँ आप जाना चाहते हैं, तो कितनी ऑप्शंस है आपके पास, एक ऑप्शन है 10 ऑप्शन है, और फिर ऑप्शंस में से एक सिलेक्शन का क्राइटेरिया होता है जिसपे आप फैसला करते हैं और फिर उस प्लान के लिहाज से आप डेली बेसिस पे एक प्रोग्रेस लेके आते हैं. डेली बेसिस पे, यू कांट से दैट कि वीकली मंथली, डेली आप थोड़ी सी इंप्रूवमेंट करते हैं. वो थोड़ी थोड़ी इंप्रूवमेंट जब आप साल पे देखते हैं तो वो बहुत बड़ी इंप्रूवमेंट बन जाती है. 7 digit program is all about ACCA competency framework. Believe me, we haven't brought anything new to you. हमने आपसे कोई ऐसी बात नहीं की 7 digit में जो आपके लिए बिल्कुल नई बात हो, जो आपको पहले ना पता हो. वो सारी गुफ्तगू वही है जो आपके साथ पहले हो चुकी हुई है, या आप जिस कैरियर स्टेज पे हैं ये गुफ्तगू आप अपने जूनियर्स के साथ भी कर रहे हैं, अपने घरों में भी कर रहे हैं और अपने कॉलीग्स के साथ भी कर रहे हैं. It's just that कि जिस सेटिंग में ये कन्वर्सेशन हो रही है, जहां पे आपके पास ये नेटवर्किंग अपॉर्चुनिटी है, जहां पे आप एक दूसरे से सीख सकते हैं, वो अपॉर्चुनिटी शायद थोड़ा सा स्ट्रक्चर ले आती है, थोड़ा सा डिसिप्लिन ले आती है और वो उसमें प्रोग्रेस करना आसान कर देती है. लेकिन चीज कोई नई नहीं है, वो वही रीइंफोर्समेंट है इन अ डिफरेंट वे. So मेरी एक suggestion आपको ये होगी, और there's a very famous quote from Martin Luther King Jr. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But keep moving forward. डेली प्रोग्रेस आपके लिए एक इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट है। अगर आपने जिंदगी में कोई गोल सेट किया हुआ है और आप अपनी रियलिटीज को जानते हैं, यू आर अ सेल्फ अवेयर, आप डेली बेसिस पे सेल्फ अकाउंटेबिलिटी करते हैं, यू लव योरसेल्फ एंड यू रियली वांट टू मेक दैट प्रोग्रेस, आप अपनी ऑप्शन इवैल्यूएट करते हैं, फैसला करते हैं और आगे चल पड़ते हैं। सो ये सारी चीजें इस 7 डिजिट का पार्ट है। आई एम श्योर आपने बहुत से टूल सेट्स और स्किल सेट्स इसमें सीखे, बट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो सीखने वाली थी वो माइंडसेट जो आपको ड्राइव करेगा गोइंग फॉरवर्ड। सो कांग्रेचुलेशन टू पीपल हु हैव कंप्लीटेड दैट। Believe me, you are very unique people, very consistent, very determined people. It's not an easy thing. हम लोगों के लिए टाइम निकालना शायद इतना मुश्किल नहीं है, लेकिन आप सबके लिए जिस लेवल पे आप बैठे हुए हैं, जहां पे आप ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, जिस कैरियर प्रोग्रेशन में आप इस वक्त करते हैं, सो वी रियली वांट टू थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग आउट दैट टाइम और इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करने का। और लर्निंग हमेशा 2-way कंपोनेंट होता है, लाइक शायद मेंशन, हम लोगों ने भी इस पूरे प्रोसेस में बहुत कुछ सीखा है और हम आपसे भी यही तवक्को रखेंगे कि जो कुछ आपने सीखा, स्पेशली माइंडसेट पर्सपेक्टिव से, वो आप आगे अपने जूनियर्स को, अपनी जो आपके ट्रेनीज हैं, आपके सबऑर्डिनेट हैं, आपके पीयर्स हैं, उनके साथ शेयर करेंगे और उनकी डेवलपमेंट में भी आप अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन लेके आएंगे। सो सीखना और सिखाना, यही सबसे बड़ी जो है कंट्रीब्यूशन है जिसके लिए इंसान बना है। और इंसान का जो सबसे मेजर रोल है वो ये है कि वो क्यूरियस होता है, वो सवाल करता है, वो सीखता है, वो डिबेट करता है। एक लास्ट पॉइंट विच आई वुड लाइक टू पिक अप ऑन द नेटवर्किंग एंड द नेटवर्क साइड ऑफ इट। उमर ने बड़ी खूबसूरत बात की कि आपका नेटवर्क आपकी नेटवर्क होता है, बट डोंट ट्राई टू क्रिएट अ नेटवर्क ऑफ लाइक माइंडेड पीपल। I always suggest try to create a network of diverse people or diverse opinions, because उस डाइवर्सिफिकेशन को जब आप रूम देते हैं, यू एक्ट एज अ इंक्लूसिव पर्सन, आपने हर एक को एक रूम दिया है एक ओपिनियन शेयर करने का, सो उस डाइवर्सिफिकेशन में जो लर्निंग होती है उसकी स्पीड बहुत ज्यादा होती है। सो डाइवर्सिफिकेशन विद इन योर नेटवर्क इज ऑल्सो create the evaluate the quality of that network। अगर सारे लाइक माइंडेड लोग होंगे तो शायद आपका लर्निंग कर्व जो है वो उतना क्विकली नहीं बढ़ेगा जितना आपका नेटवर्क अगर डाइवर्सिफाई होगा, तो दैट विल कीप यू ऑन योर टोज, आपको चैलेंज करता रहेगा और वो आपको सीखने में मदद करेगा। सो गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूशन यू हैव मेड for your own development, but for our development and for each other development. Keep it up and keep making a progress on an everyday basis, and keep loving yourself and keep that accountability on every night. That will give you the progress measures how you are doing in your life. So guys, thank you very much. Over to you, Shahid.
Thank you very much, Sujit. So guys, I think we have discussed it earlier as well. This is not the end. So this is the beginning. We need to apply all these skills, ये जो mindset, tool set और skill set की हम बात कर रहे हैं in our organizations, because eventually हमारी success सिर्फ हमारी success नहीं है. So ये success हमारी families की success है, ये हमारी organizations की success है, और ये पाकिस्तान की सक्सेस है, और इवेंचुअली पूरी दुनिया की और मैनकाइंड के लिए सक्सेस है. सो दिस इज अ ह्यूज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन आवर शोल्डर्स. सो माय सजेशन इन द एंड फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू के engage with each other as much as possible. We are not dissolving or discontinuing that WhatsApp group. So share your learnings, knowledge with each other. Engage, ask for help. जैसे मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि दो मुश्किल तरीन कामों में दुनिया के ये हैं कि ask for help और saying कि you are wrong या you were wrong. So respect all other aspects or behaviors as well, and inshallah we all will be on the growth trajectory. So thank you very much for taking time out. On your behalf, I am personally and officially thanking all those experts, speakers who voluntarily given their time, shared best practices, knowledge with each other, with all of you. So thank you very much once again. मैंने बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस चैट बॉक्स में पढ़े हैं, देख रहे हैं, और हम इसको वन ऑन वन बेसिस पे भी और इस सेशन के बाद भी इन डिस्कशंस को कंटिन्यूड रखेंगे. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच वंस अगेन एंड खुदा हाफिज. थैंक यू वेरी मच सिद्रा जी.